kill each other to be satisfied. Like drinking 4 ounces of blood to feed the hunger of revenge. Let's avenge the beauty of life and possibly suspend the thought of peace. Not divide ourselves by the color of our skin or the block that we grew up on, because we're all from the same place, the streets. But I still see this border between brothers from the same race. It's not a fence that prevents innocent immigrants from a life full of new opportunity. This border is written in color, darkened by expo marker in the hands of hatred. You heard of child molesters, but it's the gangs that rape kids, mentally depriving innocent minds of creativity and freedom. That's only if you would agree that making your home in a 6x9 barred holding cell isn't free, but merely slavery. Enslaving teens inside their own body is the message I get when I hear my friends talk about my other friends like they're something better. When in reality, it's the same group of boys fighting amongst themselves. They just don't see that if they pointed their guns in the right direction, at the right target, their chances of defeat would be slim to none. We need to stop talking about these automatic guns in our music and start embracing the fact that we're alive and not riding in a casket in an old graveyard underneath a new executive building. Instead, mothers are being injected by the unsterile words of cops, notifying them that their child is gone, never to return to their mother's arms, their home again. Little sisters are being deprived of protection, and little man wants to grow big so he can resurrect his lost brother by continuing the cycle of death all over again. And when does it end? Think about it. If I could, I'd like to do one more. Is that cool with y'all? Oh, yeah. Like, can I get a round of applause?
That's simple.
Who in here has ever dared anybody to do anything? Okay, those of you with your hands up, who has ever dared somebody to do that you yourself would never do? Don't lie. This is my dare. I, triple dog, double cat, one lizard, chicken gizzard, super wizard, shark scissor, dare you to do one mighty thing for this social gathering. There I was, getting lectured by my parents for answering a question that they asked. It went like, if your friends ever asked you to jump off a bridge, would you? All that came out of my mouth was, yeah, why? Because I would make sure I didn't die. With a parachute on my back and a bungee wrapped around my legs, I would let go. Fall back into gravity and do what Mother Nature had planned for me. A.Gee, for sure, that would be dope to slide down the rainbow, gathering Skittles as I slid. Fall into a pot of memories I'd remember as a kid. That would be the shut your mouth. All I did was ask you a simple question. Get to your room, so I'm out, but not before I got popped in the mouth now. I learned from this. The lesson is, don't get smart with your elders, but if they ask for it, learn to vibe and weave. I praise the gender that is able to conceive, because bringing life into this world is a phenomenal thing. I'm not just talking about human beings. See, it's bigger than that, like the reasons why my brothers keep killing each other, and fathers believe that their own sons and daughters would be better off with a single mother. I dare myself to take care of the seeds that I drop into this soil, and I want you to do the same and or bring some change so our future can live a better tomorrow. Rearrange the setup that is set up to keep us down, because when I look around, I see a whole lot of bodies that are filled with sorrow, drinking their own tears to stay afloat on the debt from loans they had to borrow. Meanwhile, the top 1% of America's head honchos are kicking back, drinking lemonade with little umbrellas on top of our society's pyramid, looking down at the working man trying to swim through his taxes. From my perspective, this 1% is the fattest, making it clear to see how our world tilts on an axis. Oh! for cardboard to put under one of our planet's four corners to make each of our chances more balanced. Please forgive me. 4. I was distracted by the psychedelic combination of colors that were nicknamed the 60s when revolution wasn't mighty. Revolution was the way of life for those hippies. These young men and women turned into men, and the women's liberation blossomed from the creation of their civil rights in the 70s, where women from different races all joined hands and sung, "We shall overcome." And in the 80s, arcades were the place to be because jocks, nerds, and ladies all united to beat each other's high score in Pac-Man, like, you can't touch that joystick because it's too hot for you to handle, man. The 90s smelled like candles, burning the legacy of two black men that made it to the top but got pushed off because they spoke the truth over and into the heartbeats of the ghetto and the youth. Biggie and Pac. 2000 marked the spot where our century turned. Telephones became independent and cut their own cords, while computers went from the size of a house to dial pads plus handheld keyboards. My timeline ends now. 2011 years from zero, and we have invented the greatest thing imaginable. Fear. False evidence appearing real in the eyes of the prey. If you can't see the predator, let me make it clear and move the camouflage propaganda out the way, telling us don't forget everything's all right, A-okay, so we just forget everything and relax. Forget that, I propose a different acronym. I say forget everything and remember. Let's remember our future, never forget about our past, and focus on the present. Let me say what I have already present. Scissor, shark, wizard, super gizzard, chicken, lizard, one cat, double dog, triple I dare you to take this, to show yourself that you exist.
I thought you were following up.
Mine's all I have.